Welcome back. Welcome back to Camps of Camp. I wasn't hoping that I would have to ever, ever make another video saying what I'm about to tell you guys in any kind of way. I would have hate to be the one to be the bearer of this kind of bad news, but as you guys are about to hear, and everything is in my opinion, allegedly for entertainment, educational purposes only. But as y'all can hear in the news or on the blog, soon to come, Chrisean Rock has been taken in for questioning regarding Ronnie's passing. Okay. And most times that could just be mean they're picking for information, or that could actually mean they know something, but they're just trying to, keep their cards close to their chest. Now, the last time I covered Chrisean Rock, it was me saying free her. For the sake of Junior, he deserves to have his parents. He deserves to grow up being loved by both of his parents. And so I kind of felt as though, they needed as much uplifting as possible. They were going to need people to, uplift them as she transitioned home. And I wished her the best. I made t-shirts for her. I even did a video about the t-shirts that I made, just, wishing her the best as she returned back into the world from her last time she did in jail. Okay. Well, as y'all know, Ronnie had been trying to get a DNA test, which we have spoke about briefly on our channel before. He believed that he was Junior's father, and he wanted to get a DNA test because he didn't feel as though the DNA test that was taken on Zeus was correct, and a lot of people debunked that. We even covered that on this channel as well. But excuse me, but he was convinced that he had been with Chrisean Rock around the time that she conceived Junior, that he thought Junior was his child. Not only did he voice that, but the people, her fans, the spectators, people who, want to see justice for Junior and justice for all parties involved, whether that be, Blueface and their family, Chrisean and her family, or Ronnie and his family. And so I went ahead and covered that. How I kind of thought that Junior favored Ronnie. I believe he favored Ronnie's family. As we're starting to see, pictures and videos coming out of Junior, we're starting to see, he looking a little bit different. In the same breath, he still looks like Ronnie to me and around the eyes. But he does kind of favor Blueface. Now, I already kind of spoke on it, but I'll speak on it briefly again. When you are active with someone over time, you begin to merge DNA with them. So it's possible for your child to look like someone who you have been with previously. And that's kind of why, you want to just kind of save yourself to marriage, so your children could be whole from the two of you guys and not from anybody from your past. But, going off of looks, they're one thing. You really can't go off of looks. You got to get the DNA test. And that's what he wanted. He wanted a DNA test, from my understanding. They were scheduled to go before the judge, because they were going to go to get a DNA test before he passed. And from what I'm hearing, and like I said, everything is allegedly, but what I'm hearing that Carlissa was in Baltimore the day of Ronnie's passing. So I'm like, what business does she have in Baltimore? And I was kind of confused. So if y'all know and y'all want to let me know in the comments if I'm missing something, what business does Carlissa have in Baltimore? I've never really heard that, but hey, she's a grown woman. She's gonna go where she want. But I just think that Black 100 was one of the first people to hear about it. Carlissa was actually in Baltimore. Like, those are red flags to me. And I'm not saying anybody is responsible for anything because I was not there. But from what I'm hearing, even Chrisean's sister was trying to get him in contact with somebody named Tez, allegedly, and he's the one that, you know, the police are looking at when it comes to Ronnie's passing. Now, if Chrisean Rock gets caught up in this whole thing, she's going to be looking at major time. And the truth is going to come to the light regardless of what she wants to do. The truth about Junior, the truth about the DNA test, everything that happened with Blueface, and the truth about what actually happened to Ronnie. We want to see justice for everybody. You know, I don't think that just because she's a celebrity that this needs to be something that just goes away. I don't think because she's a celebrity that, you know, everybody should give her a slap on her wrist. You know, these are serious crimes. This is somebody's life. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody's life, and they was only trying to do what was in the best interest of what they thought was their child. No, that we just cannot let that slide. And like I said, I don't know if she had anything to do with it, but she was taking it for questioning. And when the police come to get you for questioning, honey, chances are they got more than what you think they got. So wherever there's smoke, there's fire. Believe that. And they're looking at social media. They're paying attention. Um, the way that they're working, they told, you know, I spoke with some officers before, some detectives, and they said they work from their office. They don't have, they solve most of their cases from their office. They don't have to go into the streets. They don't have to go and meet anybody. They can look at, you know, cell towers. They can put people's timelines together by their location, their communication, everything. Have we not learned anything from the Young Thug trial? Have we not learned anything? Technology catches everything. And if you think you slick because you famous and you rich, y'all better take a look at P. Diddy. Take a look at P. Diddy. Uh, he thought he was, because he was famous and he had money, that he could make it go away. Well, Chrisean Rock is nowhere near as powerful as Diddy. So if she had anything to do with this, believe we about to see her go down. And I will hope that she don't have anything to do with this, because I wish her Godspeed. But I seen a major change since Chrisean came home. It was 1 minute, you know, it's all about God, and then it was, as everybody again, it's about me and Blueface, and I just don't think, don't play those type games. If you pick a side, don't be lukewarm. Don't be lukewarm, because now it's not the time to be lukewarm. God said, I'd rather you be cold or hot, but don't be lukewarm for me, because I don't know how to take that. And people that's gonna be lukewarm gonna be spewed out of God's mouth. So she's speaking all this God, God, God. But if you setting people up to get them taken out, you are not living up what God wants you to believe in. And I cannot be wishing you Godspeed. So I plan to do cover more of this as it come out. I don't want to go and get videos and do no time editing. I like doing I like Call of Duty. I play a lot of Call of Duty. I got my Twitch. I'm about to make my Discord, but I still want to cover relevant stuff. And this is one way for me to keep you guys engaged as I'm telling y'all what I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna do it different. I'm gonna do it different, because again, everything is alleged to come out. And she's innocent till proven guilty. But if y'all think that she's gonna go down, y'all let me know how y'all feeling, because I really feel as though for a storyline, they got their new show coming out. Like, if it comes out that maybe not Blueface, that's still their whole storyline. All their credibility is gone. We cannot believe anything. They went to they showed us what we thought was a DNA analysis that was false. If they could do that and the whole network, this network, all fake the people like that say a lot. And I can't trust that. I can't wish that Godspeed. I can't allow people to continually, constantly deceive the people. And I told y'all from the beginning when I got on here, Chrisean Rock and Blueface are distraction actors. That's all they are. That's why everything they do is drama. It's nothing ever really positive. When she was doing the whole football thing, she even turned that into something negative, you know? So it's like, what is their real purpose? They're distractions, but they don't want to be seen when it's time for answers to come out. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to see nobody. They don't want to be out in the public, because what's the truth? Let us know the truth. And I'm not saying she gotta let us know what's happening with her baby. Just like Beyonce don't have to let us know what's happening with her baby. But at the end of the day, when the fans support you and pour into you and help you get to where you at, And when you go in time of need and you go to your friends and you want support for them, we expect answers. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's only fair. We don't have to support these people, but at the end of the day, when there's children involved, it's hard to just turn a blind eye. It's hard to turn a blind eye. I'm not no doctor, um, but I've seen where people have been comparing Halo, which is DDG baby and Halle Berry baby, Halle Berry, whatever her name is, their baby, and he's walking and he's moving around and he's reaching so many milestones. Well, she had a great pregnancy. We didn't see her smoking. We didn't see her drinking. Her skin was glowing. Her and DDG was healthy. They had a healthy relationship. They weren't beefing with each other. They wasn't fighting. So, of course, we're going to see a difference because that's how, they carried their pregnancies different, And just as bad as Chrisean Rock was with her smoking and drinking, we got to also hold Blueface accountable too. Because whether that's his baby or not, he played a major role in her emotions, her environment, her well-being while she was pregnant. And I don't think it's fair that this young man lost his life trying to rescue his son and she get away with it. And anybody get away with it, even if it's not Chrisean Rock. Whoever, did this to this young man needs to be held to the fullest extent, because it could be any one of our family members. It could be any one of us. So we can't just say, oh, because it's not happening to us, that it don't matter. We need to speak up, because when it's our turn for a situation, you're going to want people to support you. You're going to want people to go and find justice for your family and whatever the situation is. So we got to wish the best to the people who are involved in justice for those people and people be brought to justice. If she responsible for this, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to hold her to the fullest extent, because like I said, I feel a duty. I wish her Godspeed, and I still pray for her. I pray for her to see the errors of her ways, and I pray that, justice be served, whatever that looks like. God knows all. She speaks about God heavenly. She's raising her son to be a God-fearing believer of Christ. She says this when it's time for her to get support from the people that she's not, getting from the people that she wished to get it from. She goes to church, and so when you stand beside God, God reveals the truth. And I'm not saying that he won't use her, because he used the words. Paul prosecuted the Christians. He unalived a lot of them, but he had a major part in Christianity, what she believed in. But I've also seen Chrisean Rock throwing up the Baphomet, doing one-eye symbolism with her son. When Blueface is out and she's a part of the world, she's really a part of the world. Everybody has that whole, when they come home from jail, they get their life together, but you give them a moment and you'll start seeing their true colors. And that's what we start to see with Chrisean Rock. We start to see her true colors. We start seeing her cussing everybody out in her family. Oh my goodness, too many enemies with a family like that. They're just exposing each other left and right. And then her best friend just came out and exposed her some more. And that just goes to show, I actually had what I thought was a friendship of almost 20 years. I called this girl my best friend, told her everything, and come to find out, she was just running behind my back, telling my business, talking bad about me. And, I guess just building up ammunition. And the whole time, I'm being a genuine friend to her, and she just waiting for an opportunity to where she could, I guess, make me think she's going to make me look bad, but it just only spoke about her character, and everybody kind of turned against her versus what she thought it would have been against me. And so, you know, with family and friends like that, who really need enemies? With somebody to say I love you, and look how she stole Ronnie's whole swag, bro, when it comes to their music. Like, if you listen to Ronnie music, how he sing, how he rap, the beats that he used, the tempos, the cadence, everything about Ronnie's music, Chrisean used it. And that's why now that Blueface is locked up, now that she does not have Ronnie on her side, I don't even think she wrote half the stuff that she wrote, because I just don't think that she's a good performer. People like, she can draw in the crowd, yeah, but I don't think she's original. Everything that she was doing was not her own. It wasn't her own. And, she took everything from him, and he supported her time after time. He went and got locked up behind her, supporting her, riding for her. And at one point, she told him, "I love you." And look, if she's responsible for this, look what people that say they love you would do. People that's supposed to be your friend, people that's supposed to be your family. Take a lesson away from this. We get to publicly see the lifestyle of many people. Many people live this life and it's worse. People getting set up by people that's supposed to be friends, lovers, exes, family members. People getting set up because they don't want their dirt and their secrets to come out. And that's the reality of this world that we live in. So I'm gonna keep following it. I'm gonna keep y'all updated when it comes to this whole Ronnie Jr. Chrisean situation. But I kind of I haven't spoke about her. I just been letting her live. But y'all know me. I only come out and speak when the truth is required. When I'm getting a perspective, Most High let me see a perspective that nobody else is seeing. And like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. It's not a reason that she was just taking it for questioning. And I want to know, could we be looking at, Chrisean really, really going down this time? Because he had made her frustrated. He made her really frustrated by, continuously doing interviews, continuously saying that may be his son, continuously exposing what they were doing together. So can we looking at Chrisean Rock going down for, a homicide? Or, if not even that, but if not that, but conspiracy or, accessory of some sort. I don't know. Could she be the man behind all this? Is this a sacrifice? Did she just sacrifice Ronnie for her career? Because that's what that is. That's what they do. And when you want to reach a certain level in the industry, that's what they do. They make you, sacrifice somebody. And if who else better to sacrifice than the op that's that knows your secret, that knows your dirt, that knows your truth. Who else better? Who else better? I don't know. I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments. You're going to hear some people saying she's innocent. You're going to hear people saying that she's guilty. You're going to see people bringing the facts together. You're going to see people bringing out different perspectives that you haven't even seen it from. You're going to start seeing people really bring forth the truth. And we're going to probably see Chrisean Rock, really doing some time. Is it worth it? And that was one of the first videos that I made. Is it worth it to keep these lifestyles? We see many different times people go down, get set up. Look at Mo3, look at Takeoff. Like, look at the people that go down in the industry. And then, the people that get off on drugs, the people that get abused constantly. Is it really worth it to sacrifice yourself and your children? Like, I'm not seeing me sacrifice my freedom for a secret. And that's the thing. Not everybody wants you to know their truth. God delivered me from terror. But when I was reading tarot, I wasn't doing like bad things on people, but people would come to me to read energy. They would want to know the energy around them. And I'm gonna tell you what, energy don't lie. Energy don't lie. Energy don't lie. And there was a lot of people who didn't want their truth to come out. A lot of people didn't want their truth to come out, and they were willing to go to any extent for their truth to not to come out. So think about Chrisean Rock. If her whole career, her whole relationship depends on the DNA test of Junior, she's not going to allow anything to stand in her way. She's not allowing anything to stand in her way. So, I mean, that's motive. That's motive in itself. And I think I would, as an investigator, as a detective, anyone in the police department, anyone involved in this case, a judge, prosecutor, all of that, that's the first place I would be looking. That's the first place I would be looking. Oh, he already got to go to, he's already has a court case against somebody for paternity who they already went to have who is her co-conspirator in a separate case where someone lost their life. Oh yeah, let's start there, because who else will have a problem with him? When we see Ronnie on Instagram, on Facebook or YouTube, on live, he didn't have beef with people. It wasn't like he was out here making beef music. He wasn't ducking no ops. He was talking about wanting to get paternity for his son. Who else got the power to do something like that? Who else got the power to do that? I don't think too many people got the power to do that, who got the money to do that. And I don't think it was just a one person thing. Like I said, what business did she have in Baltimore? Was she paying the people? Because you can't do it you can't do a payment via PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, because you don't get tracked. So did she go and get somebody cash to keep the storyline? Think about it. They act like they beefing with each other. They got the same common goal. They all lose if one of them go down. If the storyline get broke, they all lose. But if nobody finds out the truth, guess what? They family win. It's about the families win. At the end of the day, they act like they beefing, but guess what? That's to keep everybody engaged. That's to keep everybody watching. That's to keep her able to say, all I gotta do is click on here and I ain't gonna be broke like y'all. All they gotta do is say, oh, it's a problem. We got a problem, and y'all gonna tune in. All you gotta say is Chrisean address such and such, Carlissa address such and such, and y'all gonna run up the views. Y'all gonna run up the views. But at the end of the day, when one win, they all win. They all win. It's all their money. It's all their brand. They're a brand. They all support Blueface brand. You think they about to let Ronnie? And I'm not saying that something's wrong with him, but them looking into it, you think they about to let Ronnie stop their brand and stop their money and stop their shows and stop their business? They not. And that's the reality of it. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about this in the comments, man. I'm just keeping it a stack with y'all because I don't know what else to do. I honestly and truly don't know what else to do. But like I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. And they took her in for questioning. And they taking her in for questioning, they gonna want her phone. If they want her phone, they gonna see everybody she been in contact with. Oh yeah. And then they gonna see who all them people been in contact with. Oh yeah. And once they catch on, because they watching people when they clock out. I have a government job, okay? But when I clock out and go home, I watch YouTube just like everybody else. I get on social media just like everybody else. So I get the news just like everybody else. So why do y'all think that a police officer, an investigator, a judge, a district attorney, a prosecutor, why do you think that they won't get the same news that we get? Huh? Like they get it too. And they base their own opinion. They base their own opinion off that. Because once somebody show you a different perspective, it's hard to see things any other kind of way. When somebody bring you light and truth, it's hard to see anything any other way. Let other people tell it that he just took the fall. He just took the fall for that unaliving, but she actually did it. We already seen her trying to set up Blueface, but it never happened because they intercepted it. But they were trying to set on the Blue Girls Club. She was trying to get her people's den, and I believe if it wasn't Ronnie I believe it was like Ronnie and them to come in and set Blueface up. So this is not outside of her character. This is not outside of her reach. This is not above her or beneath her. This is just like what she would do. So I wouldn't put it past her. If it meant stopping her from being famous and stopping her from having a lifestyle that she wants, I see her doing it. And like I said, when you reach a certain level of success and they want you to go and you want to go to the next level, you got to give up somebody. Who else was better for her to give up? Who else was better for her to give up than somebody that could bring it all down? She did, quote unquote, love him. She was crying. She was crying when it was all said and done. She couldn't do too much because Blueface would have been like, yo, why you cried over that dude? You cried over your ex. She couldn't do too much. But she couldn't show no emotion either. Especially if she had anything to do with it. That'd be super odd. I think even now, in my relationship that I'm in now, if something was to happen to one of my exes, no matter what, what ground we left on, I don't think that I would not feel some kind of grief or some kind of mourning. That person not with you no more. Even though if we wasn't together. If you say you love somebody and you can just turn around and be like, oh, they did, I'm glad they gone. That you never had no true love for that person. But like I said, people tell you they love you, but they'll set you up. They'll stab you on your back. I don't know. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I just wanted to get my opinion on that and put that out there because that is new news. A lot of people don't know that yet, but I wanted to go ahead and cover it and introduce you to the new way I'm about to start streaming. If you like this setup, go ahead and let me know. Subscribe, hit the like button, comment what y'all feeling below. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm off this.